Thank you for having time for us. I realize you are teaching your kids?
Yes.
What were you teaching them?
You know, the chickens are in the house and I have to assist her because not every parent have the money to access the e-learning. So I have to assist her. So far as in that, she will be playing, so I have to assist her.
So what were you teaching them today?
I was teaching our older people and then ICT.
How long have you lived here, this particular place? How long have you lived here?
3 to 4 years now.
Okay, how did you get...
Because the government has to do something. They have to see the kids, they are in here playing. They have to do something. The children have to go to school. It's not fair. Not all parents have the money to do the e-learning online. So they have to do some. Kids are in the house playing, roaming. Even some kids are even selling in the market. They have to do something about it.
I'm told this place is called the Mansion. What do you know about it?
I came and meet it here, so I was not here that the old people who are staying here, they have left.
Were they refugees?
Yes.
Are you one?
No.
You're Ghanaian?
Yes.
How did you get access to this place?
Unfortunately, I'm a government worker. I work at District Assembly.
Okay. So that's how come this place was given?
Yes.
How is life like living here?
Things are not all that because people are there suffering. It's not easy. It's not easy. For that one, I can't lie to you. It's not easy.
When you say people are suffering, what do you mean? What's making them suffer?
Because parents are in the house, there's nothing going on. People are suffering. I can't lie to you. When you go to the market, there's nothing going. People are not buying. People will sit in the market the whole day. It's not fair. The government has to do something about it.
What's your full name?
My name is Precious. Precious Answer.
Precious, thank you. So, as you can see, the kids are here playing. The mansion has become... Oh, I'm sorry. The mansion has become a playground for these little kids. What are you doing here?
We are playing.
Okay. You can see there's evidence of World Food Program. That's it, World Food Program. The place is locked. It's getting rotten. It's deteriorating. Nothing happens here.
We need to go back to school.
The mansion. No longer the mansion it is. Away from the mansion, it looks like there's no path here at all to where we have to get to, but I understand there's a way out. These are people's homes and it appears there's a path here. Hello. Hi. Okay. So these buildings, tell me something about it.
This is a church building.
Which one, this?
This, yeah. These are structures built by Liberians themselves since 1990 when we came here. But some of these structures are now occupied by Ghanaians, Nigerians, Syrians, because the number of Liberians have reduced. We're about 40-something thousand Liberians here. But if you check now, they are reduced. They have cut down, you see. So I want to talk to them so that you can interview any of them.
Oh, okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please, how are you?
I'm fine.
I like the dye of your hair. It's nice.
Thank you.
Looks good on you.
Yeah, thank you.
How long have you lived here?
I live here since 1990.
1990.
Yeah.
What do you remember the day you got to Ghana? What was going through your mind?
September 1st, the first ship. I came with September 10.
You came with the first ship?
The first ship.
So when you were leaving your homeland for here, what was going through your mind?
That afraid. I was afraid.
You're afraid? Which country are you coming from?
I'm from Grand Bassel. Country, Liberia. Yeah.
So when you landed in Ghana, what was going through your mind?
What going through my mind settled. I relaxed my mind because I was not running and not going, the way I was stressed on that side. It's okay here.
Are you happy living here?
I'm happy. I'm happy.
What are the things that make you happy?
The thing that made me happy because I'm in peace. I'm in peace. Doing the world, they kill all my boss children. I alone and my daughter who came Ghana here. Yes. So when I came, I forgot about what happened. So I'm in peace here. Since 1990, the first ship when me in Ghana here.
So what do you have to say to Ghanaians who live here, who follow politics and make comments and engage in activities that are injurious for the peace of our country, all in the name of looking for power? What do you want to tell them from your experience?
Actually, well, in my country, when they say politics, I will run away from it because politics is a dirty game. Yeah, it's time come, you run a politics, time come, the people will run away and leave you inside. So politics is not good. Politics can be distraction. It's not small thing. Politics is a dirty game. Because you will not get nothing from there, people will give from only and you will suffer for nothing. So I advise the people, must take the hand for politics. They will live in peace. To live in peace, they already money and politics. That politics, the person get your money, you will not can't get you some. After election, do everything, then you the victim for it. You will not get you nothing.
But some say politics is a necessary evil because decisions, critical decisions, everything is almost politics. But maybe the destructive partner.
It's not good at all. Politics is not good. Politics can carry you where you should go. Because I'm supposed to be here. But politics be all here. So me I advise anybody must take hand in politics business.
Do you miss Liberia?
I miss Liberia. It's my home. I sort of miss the place. I miss the place.
What do you miss the most? How was your childhood like growing in Liberia?
My childhood left. I was all right doing my business. My children going to school, doing everything. So I really missing the place. But now, the thing I in my high will wait later, maybe before I go back.
So this year, Ghana will be going to elections. We'll be voting.
No, I don't vote.
No, you don't vote, but Ghana, the citizens will vote.
Yeah.
What do you have? What do you listen to the news? Do you follow the politics in Ghana?
I don't follow politics because I don't want even listen to politics. Politics is something that I can destroy you. So I don't listen to politics. If I switch my phone or my TV on, I see people arguing, bitterly insulting one another. I say, why? So I don't entertain politics in my life.
Okay. This is what?
Area U.
Area U.
Yeah, this is flashpoint. Then
Flashpoint.
yeah, this. Yeah.
So this is area you.
Yeah.
Which people predominantly live here?
Now you found Ghanaians.
Are they the majority?
They are not the majority. Okay. They are not the majority now. It's just 50 Liberians. And you see Nigerians also living here now. Yeah, the Nigerians are also here. They are also here in numbers. Yeah. So, I think we can go this direction.
You carry on your torso.
This area was all owned by Liberian, but now you found out that they are all owned by Ghanaians, some Nigerians, because the number of Liberians are gone home now. Because people have been saying, and we have been experiencing, that the camp is not like before, it's not more safe. Because it's not more safe. Because
why?
Yeah, because you know, a lot of things are happening here. When anything happened, like see the incident happened, I was there last year. The guy who killed the 2 police officers. Yes. The guy who have been coming here, I know him personally. So when I got a story, he carried what? Liberian camp. You see? So a lot of things have been happening here, which of course we are not in favor, no? We are the people who came here and developed this land. We are foreigners, but we came and developed this land. And we see such a thing happening, we are not in favor, but we are powerless. We have been complaining. You see, the police will come, they won't come and do the real job. Some of the officers are not professional. Some of them are not professionals, so they are made. You see, we are on the ground. We know what is happening. You see, we know what is happening here. So when they come, they won't even consult with us. The last time was last year, where the military and the police came and stormed this camp, arrested a number of Liberians, Ghanaians, Nigerians, all in the search of armed robbers and the rest. And they made, my brother, the camp is not like before. There are a lot of things happening here. The police know very well. Yeah, there are a lot of robbers. Things are happening here that which of course.
Did you say there are a lot of robbers?
Oh yes, because this is a hiding place. When they go Accra or surrounding areas, after they have committed the act, the next place they run to is Liberian camp. And we are living here. We are not living in peace because, brother, we came here to seek refuge. If Liberia were in peace, I don't think someone will even come to Ghana. You see, just but Ghana and Liberia have common relationship. Before then, Liberia was in Ghana before. Ghana was in Liberia. You see, so we're just seeing that, my brother, we need help. We need the government to come in and see our best to get this problem solved. Because many Liberians have been complaining. I think he went around, he heard all they have been saying. He said it's not easy. It's not easy, my brother. It's not easy. So we are appealing to the authority, you know. The most important thing again, sanitation is our problem here. The camp is very, very dirty. It's not like before. Because formerly, when the place was managed by the UNHCR, which is the United Nations Refugee agents, we have points where we sell refuge, no? Yeah. So
let me interact with them a bit. Hello, hi, how are you doing? Good to see you. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm great. Yourself?
I'm all right.
Okay, what's this? Is that potato?
The woman they may ask you waiting here.
Is it potato? What's that?
Potato and fever leaf.
Okay.
This one.
Now fever leaf and potato.
For fever.
Okay.
We are cooking it and mix with it.
Okay.
For fever.
For fever?
Yes. When you are eating it, you won't get fever.
So when you eat it, you won't get fever?
No.
It boosts the immune system?
Yeah. I think Ghana people call it nunu.
Nunu.
So we'll mix it with the
Liberia people, how do you call it?
We call it fever leaf.
Fever leaf.
Me, I want that.
No, not fever leaf.
But me, I want that. You wanna understand?
We
So
call it fever leaf.
we call it fever leaf.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see. So how long have you been in Ghana?
Say 1990.
1990? Wow.
I born this girl here.
Oh, you had her here?
Yes.
Oh, she's pretty. So, on which day did you arrive in Ghana?
Well,
Do you remember?
I can't remember now. See, before I came, I was like this now. But I only remember the year, 1990.
How old were you when you got here?
Oh, I was young. I think I was like 20 something.
Oh, you're really young.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were leaving Sierra Leone, Liberia,
Liberia.
what was in your mind? What was going through your head?
Then I was just fighting for my life to be rescued.
So now that you've been here for so many years, do you feel it was a good decision?
Yeah. I'm okay. No problem.
Are you happy here?
Yeah, I'm happy here.
Is everything okay?
Everything is okay.
Tagged here as a hideout for criminals. What do you think?
I don't really know, because when I'm feeling doing what I'm supposed to do, I go inside.
You find 3 people on one motorbike. None of them is in the nose mask. Because all these are business areas, yeah?
You know, the president have directed, restricted that no drinking spots will open. So they're all closed.
You said they are business areas, but you use business drinking spots. Are they all drinking spots?
Yeah, some are drinking spot, but here's a provision area, but I don't know, she have not opened yet. The provision here, they are doing decoration, photo. Yeah, so yes, where Liberia call it cool shop, where the Ghana call choba.
Okay.
This is a choba. This is a salon. Yeah, this is a drinking spot. Yeah,
so do you still speak your language? Do people still communicating?
Oh yeah, we do communicating our local.
What are some of the dialects you have?
Yeah, like I'm a crew. Okay. I'm from Grand Crew County. We have the Pele. Okay. We are from Bon County. We have the Gola. They are from Bombay. We have different ethnic groups here. We have the Bassa. We have the Gola. We have the Normal. We have the Crown. You see.
Creole. Which people speak Creole?
The Creole are from Sierra Leone.
They are from Sierra Leone?
They are from Sierra Leone, yeah.
Okay.
But we are Liberian. We don't speak Creole.
I see.
We speak our normal Liberian English. Where, like I say, I'm a crewman, I speak crew. I always speak Bassa. So I always speak Pele, Loma, Gisi. You see? Yeah. At the moment, we have almost 16 ethnic groups.
Wow. So those of you who have had children here, are your children able to speak your dialect?
Yeah, it depends the family. Sometimes it depends the family how you bring your children up. But some of our children, they even speak Twi now because some of them into the Ghanaian school, so they have Ghanaian friends. So some of them are speaking Twi now. Yeah, but you, like our crew, if I train my child according to my dialect, my child will grow up speaking my dialect. If I happen to speak English with my child, he or she might not know my dialect.
So speak your dialect and explain. Say something.
Oh, more crappy. Yeah, more crappy means I'm a crewman. Yeah, you see. These are all Liberian spots, but being that they are all closed. You see.
I'm sure this area is called 18. There are a couple of drinking spots here, and the people are sitting together having drinks. And in front of me, it's yeah, I see young people sitting together having some shisha. Okay, so we've come to St. Gregory Catholic hospital. This is the frontage. This is where we began from when we entered. And so we've almost done the 260 of the Buduburam settlement. Dealt with a complete section of it. Over here you can see the Okada riders, taxi runs, and that's the hospital. And all the way down you have the Buduburam settlement.
So far, the narrative of Buduburam has been controversial. While some of the inhabitants have blamed government and global organizations like the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees for neglect in terms of their upkeep and general welfare, many say they have no case at all, as one cannot depend on an organization, no matter how charitable, for more than 20 years for their upkeep. In fact, critics say being a refugee is not a profession. But are there still refugees here at all, with the current status being a settlement instead of a refugee camp? What is the government doing to ensure the area doesn't continue to become a hideout for criminals and a national security threat, as some have argued? And what about the genuinely vulnerable persons? I put these and many other questions to Programs Manager at the Ghana Refugee Board, Mr. Tete Paddy.
Okay, so I'm Tete Paddy. I'm the Program Coordinator for Ghana.
Do we have refugees in Ghana?
Yes, we do. We have about 13,000 refugees and asylum seekers in Ghana. Refugees are those who have gone through the process of status determination, refugee status determination. And asylum seekers are simply those who have applied and are going through the process.
Do you have any of them at Buduburam?
Yes, we currently have about a little over 800 refugees in Buduburam, made up of various nationalities. But the largest group is made up of Liberians.
Okay. So they are still refugees. That's like Buduburam, these Liberians.
Yes, the 800 that I mentioned are Liberians. But there are many, many, many more Liberians and other nationals on the Buduburam settlement who are not refugees. For the Liberians, a group of them, some of them returned home voluntarily. We refer to that as voluntary repatriation. Some of them chose to live in Ghana, mainly because they had lived here for so long. Some of them were even born here. Some of them had lived here long enough to be gainfully employed, and that was the basis for choosing local integration. The refugees would say that they are capable of looking after themselves here, and so they are contributing to the economy by working, paying taxes, and so for that reason, they chose to stay here legally. And so we assisted them. UNHCR gave them a cash grant. UNHCR also assisted the Liberian government to issue Liberian passports for them. Ghana Immigration Service issued residence permits for them. And following that, they were required to move out of the camp. And as I said, that's because they were gainfully, or they were supposed to be gainfully employed, which is the reason why they chose to stay here. And secondly, once you're no longer a refugee, and what it meant was that they were no longer refugees. Once you took the assistance, you're no longer a refugee. It's the same for those who took assistance to return voluntarily. Those people were no longer refugees. And so the vast majority of the Liberians either returned voluntarily or chose to stay here legally, and they were assisted with a legal package, that's the passport and the residence permit, as well as a small cash grant to assist them to move out of the camp. The fact that they are refugees here means that Ghana government provides protection for them, and that is what, as a country, we do for refugees. Apart from that, we provide access to social services for refugees. For instance, refugees are assisted to obtain the National Health Insurance card. Refugees are the only category of foreigners I know who have access to FQ, free compulsory universal basic education, and recently free senior high school. We ensure that refugees have access to the basic social services that are available to Ghanaians. The only difference is that they cannot vote.
You saw their situation, where they live, predominantly, generally very unsanitary. Most of the buildings they live in uninhabitable, I mean, to be charitable, and all of that. What goes through your mind, and what's the feeling your outfit has pertaining to the condition that people are living in?
Right. Now, it's difficult to determine who you spoke to, because my suspicion is that many of the people you spoke to are not refugees. If I watched the documentary, and I remember a representative on the camp telling you that they were relocating refugees who were not in suitable accommodation to better accommodation. Yes, we are very much aware of this.
So when is this happening?
It's an ongoing thing. And so you may speak to somebody who's living there, and because they are not a refugee, they are living in a shelter which is not fit for purpose. And it's difficult for you. You wouldn't know who is a refugee and who is not. As long as they're Liberian, everybody assumes they're refugees. Yeah. But for those who are refugees, we ensure that we put them in suitable accommodation. Yeah.
But even for the non-refugees, the situation of that place, some say is a scar on our conscience. I mean, if you're going to have them, then you better ensure that even though every other Ghanaian, not every Ghanaian has the best of shelters and all of that, but this becomes a very good hideout for criminals. And some of them also claim that, I mean, there's stigma, so anytime there's a crime, people come there and because they are foreigners, they're just looking for criminals and they're brutalized.
Yeah, the question you should ask is, these people, should they even be there in the first place? Because as I said to you, some of them have been given a package to move out of the camp because we know that some of the conditions there are not appropriate. And we don't have enough resources to take care of all the foreigners there. Once you have opted for a durable solution, and I remember our representative explained durable solution to you. Once you've opted for a durable solution, you're expected to move out of the camp. So in the first place, majority of them are not supposed to be there. Now, the question of Buduburam is a bigger conversation, which the board is addressing by making recommendations to the ministry, to government, on what to do with the place, with Buduburam. It's still of importance to the board because we still have a few refugees there, as we've discussed. And so the recommendations that the board will make, and the report is almost ready to be forwarded to the ministry.
What are some of these recommendations, if you could have a sneak peek?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to give you details of the recommendation because the board has not finalized it yet. And so I cannot divulge the information.
Okay.
But the board will make these recommendations to government, and based on what government thinks, looking at the recommendations, some decisions will be taken. But like I said, the vast majority of the people there should not even be there in the first place.
We've seen that illegal structures that are in some parts of the country are being demolished for some projects to happen. We understand that a lot more Ghanaians are taking greater portions of the land there. And like I said, if you look at the visuals, it doesn't speak well of our country, though we have worse situations and all. So immediately, as part of the steps, what are some of the things you're doing to protect both lives? I mean, in terms of Liberians, Ghanaians who live around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure you were told that the district assembly has a presence on the camp. And so for matters of sanitation, even the security of the place and all that, the district assembly is in charge. I believe that they're also doing what they can to ensure that the place is safe. But the residents of the place they have a part to play as well. I mean, if you live in filthy, squalid conditions and you expect somebody to come and clean up for you, some of the problems there is basic cleaning, but then people don't want to do anything for themselves. And so that's another way of addressing the issue, that people must take responsibility for their surroundings and not sit down and say somebody else has to come and do it for them. I think that's a very wrong approach.